Good evening, everyone. I'm Kim Jandro. I'm your life coach, emotional body code practitioner. This week, I'm going to talk about self-care. Sometimes in 24 hours never seems like enough. And when we finally take a break, instead of feeling relaxed, we feel guilty. Then, as a result, we feel even more nervous about getting things done on time. There's thousands of articles out there on self-care. And everyone tells you to take the time for yourself by creating some me time or pamper yourself. But let's be real. Nobody has the luxury, time, and money to indulge in bubble baths and taking exotic vacations that often. So we all understand what that's like. We all get that. So apart from these, what is self-care and why is it important? Self-care is basically taking care of yourself, your own self, but not necessarily by treating oneself with occasional luxuries. It means taking responsibility for your well-being in all prime areas of your life, such as your body, mind, and spirit. Even if carrying out moderate self-care activities, just anything that helps you reduce and improve productivity. And this would be like taking care of yourself first. You're being aware of your own needs, thus making you feel your best throughout the day, both at work and so it's like however, wellness is a choice of lifestyle, which involves the integration of body, mind, and spirit. First, physical. That is one of the key proper functions of your body, which is achieving through maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And that is hard. That is something that's difficult for everybody because you get busy, kids have sports, you're busy with work, whatever that is. But do your best. You don't have to be perfect at this, but just do your best at trying to live a healthy lifestyle, such as eating well, getting your physical activity. That's either light or vigorous, whatever makes you feel better or whatever you can get. That could just be walking in your house, in between doing laundry or up and down the stairs, anything that gets you up and moving and feeling a little bit better, like you got some sense of activity in your day. Make time to relax and unwind, maintaining a healthy daily routine, practicing good hygiene, getting restful sleep. And that's even a difficult thing because sometimes we just get so busy, we think of so many things during the night or things that we're needing to do the next day. So that's where, like last week, we talked about journaling. That's really important, like before bed. Get all of what you think you need to do the next day. Thank God that you have had a good day, and be grateful for whatever you're grateful for. But writing down things can help you get that good night's sleep. You'll get all that stuff off your mind. And then try and make the best you can for long-term health and well-being. Number 2 is emotional self-care. Practice to improve your mental well-being and emotional health, which is achieved through activities such as practicing mindfulness, like meditating, thanking whoever you believe in that you had a good day, or be grateful for whatever that is. Practicing positive self-talk. Put a sticky note on your bathroom that you see every day, or in your car, whatever positive affirmation, self-talk that you need to do to keep you happy, positive. That's taking care of yourself, making positive lifestyle changes. Those are huge things. Those little things you don't realize how important those little lifestyle changes can do and help you in every aspects. So then number 3, or then let's see, those positive lifestyle changes improve to coping with stress and anxiety has become a normal part of our daily lives. So find these little things that help release that, get rid of that stuff, because that's something that just builds up and then you're stuck in a tunnel, I guess you'd say. So then number 3 would be social self-care. This is practicing to engage in meaningful relationship with others, developing a better support group. It doesn't mean show up at every event. Know when you need to say no, but when you something you'd like to do or you want to see or you want to go to those. But have the understanding when you don't feel it at that moment, don't do it, because you're not taking care of yourself at that moment. Saying no, it might not feel great, but then that's your best self-care. Then understanding when you get out there with others and when you stay at home. Practicing gratitude, nurturing friendships, establishing a healthy boundary. Those are huge things too, because sometimes when you get out there with your friends, those few times that you do or you don't say no, you go out with them, it might be the best thing that you needed for yourself. If it felt good to go out there and talk to everybody, that's important. That's good self-care. But know those healthy boundaries too. And as a result of social self-care, it is important to develop positive and healthy relationships. And then we got number 4 is actual like self-care, practicing create your creative best. Activities that trigger your brain power to improve your problem-solving abilities and make you feel more confident. So these are things that you could do: coloring in a coloring book, or learning a new language, taking up some challenging hobby. Those could be like, I don't know, building a bird cage, or those really tough coloring projects, or doing some craft that just is making a new reef, or read some self-help books, solving puzzles. Those will always keep your mind very active because there's so many different pieces and things to it. Like, I don't know, sometimes like Sudoku, some of those games that can be challenging, but keep your mind going, and it improves and stimulates your brain and grows your knowledge of things. So that's very important to keep your mind active, and that's huge self-care. And then you have the spiritual self-care. That is really misunderstood as being religious, which is not. It helps you connect to yourself and foster profound sense of clarity about yourself. Practice meditation, practice yoga, spending time in nature. Just go sit in the grass, or just sitting on your porch and just hearing the birds, or letting the sun hit your face for a little bit. Those are huge self-care. That is, spiritually, it is just being outside or being in yourself and just taking that breath, that moment, the breathing exercises, whatever it is, that helps your spiritual side of you. Each is a different dimension of self-care. It impacts one another. As a surplus of one area of self-care, it will naturally promote the other areas too. So balancing of all 5 dimensions of self-care to achieve total well-being. Also, put your hand out. I always think that, putting your hands out in front of you and just bringing it into your heart, that brings that emotional love, support. you feel that energy coming to you of love and giving yourself basically that self-love and that self-care. You know, that's a huge thing. It's just bring it to your heart chakra and feel that heart space and that energy in it. You know, and if you have any questions or you want to reach out to me, please do. My website is kimjandro.com. Email me at kimjandro@gmail.com. You can message me on Facebook. But, you know, giving these little things to help you find your well-being, yourself, so you can be grounded and go into your days much more relaxed and not so stressful. You know, sometimes, you know, they say take bubble baths or take baths to get into your own space. But even just taking a shower and just leaving and refreshing yourself from the day, washing away all that negative energy that you just felt during the day. Just try and release all that stuff, because it's not something you need. And journal it. And if you've had a hard day, maybe kind of sit down and get in that space of what went on that day, or go for a little walk. Anything that just does something just really simple for yourself. It's not something you need to stress out over. It just, those little steps make huge differences to what you're doing and for your own safe self-care. So just take care of yourself. If you have any questions or you would like to reach out and just have a conversation, I offer a 30-minute free consult. Please reach out to my website, schedule a time that we can talk, that you can find out other tips and ways to get through things, because we all have things that are going on in our lives, and we all need that little help once in a while just to go on and figure out what we need to do to have a much more relaxed, calm life. So just reach out to me. Like I said, it's kimjandro.com, kimjandro@gmail.com. Reach out to me or message me. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Stay warm. I know